So today we'll be reading Financial Literacy for All by John Hope Bryant. And we're going to start where we left off at yesterday. Let me see, do I want to start at 24, 25? We're going to start at page 24. As I have recounted in detail in prior books of mine, at 10, I started a successful candy house business through simple competition and hard work. I put the local liquor store out of the candy business in just a few short weeks. The owner of that local liquor store could have partnered with me, but he wouldn't listen to a kid, so I put him out of business instead. I experienced my real life financial literacy lesson with a little free enterprise and responsible capitalism sprinkled in, and I was hooked. But there was something else, even more powerful, hiding in plain sight in that home economics classroom during those financial education lessons with the banker. It was tied to what my lifelong calling would become. My next question for the banker was, so how many bankers are there like you in the country? He told me that there were about 10,000 banks in America at that time. So there must have been more than 1 million bankers. I was absolutely stunned. So you mean to tell me that there are a million bankers or something you just like you all across the country working at banks whose mission is it to lend to guys like me with dreams, money, and all we had to do was prove that we could qualify for the loan, that none of us would get shot, jacked, or worse, dead. All we had to do was to pay back the money or admit we couldn't and work out a repayment plan. Once again, his simple answer was yes. Well, I didn't know it then, but not only had I found my calling as an entrepreneur, I had also figured out what I was going to be doing for countless thousands of others for the rest of my life. And at scale, teach them the language of money, how free enterprise and responsible capitalism work, and give them a chance at opportunity for all. This is exactly what I do every day through the organization I founded, Operation Hope, Inc. It is the largest financial literacy coaching organization in America at the time of this writing, with more than 250 officers in dozens of U.S. states, hundreds of employees, and thousands of volunteers. You cannot have a rainbow without at least a little rain. The transformative work of Operation Hope is that, for me, the rainbow after the storms in my personal life. It's no different than the heartbroken mother who lost her daughter to a drunk driver and created Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or my friend, that famous financier, Michael Milken, who got prostate cancer, conquered it, and then became the nation's biggest and most prominent founder and funder of prostate cancer research. Amongst others outsized successes in his ongoing life of achievement and giving back. I went from growing up in a severely underserved community, being economically homeless at 18, to inspiring the President of the United States to make financial literacy the policy of the federal government in 2008, to inspiring them, U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Jack Lew changed the name of the U.S. Treasury Annex Building across from the White House to the Freeman's Bank Building in honor of more than 71,000 former slaves who put their money into a bank charged to teach free slaves about money. Anyone can do anything in this world if you believe in yourself. And you have others who believe in your potential. You can do this. You can have financial freedom and be the person who helps others to achieve the same. Now it's time to be the change we want to see in our world. What I did, others can do too. And together, we can do it bigger and better. The first step is reckoning with how we got here. So this was the Financial Literacy for All by John Hope Bryant. We're gonna stop right there. And later or tomorrow, we're gonna be reading the chapter, What's the Issue and Why Should We Care? Enjoy your Tuesday. Keep thriving. Best year. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. The marathon continues. We're global. Make sure y'all like, follow, share, subscribe, all that. We global.